Are pit bulls dangerous to children? Most of us recognize that something enters our mind whenever pit bull is discussed. Generally, that something is negative. A huge part of the reason a lot of people have negative thoughts about pit bulls regardless of never ever having had a disappointment as a result of one is because of the media. This is why most of us tend to think about pit bulls as especially hostile pet dogs, which have actually fueled a drive in some parts of the country to outlaw the type altogether. Despite a consistent whipping in journalism, here are some facts regarding pit bulls. Pit bulls are the #1 breed in the nation, however do not rate #1 on biting. Pit bulls are categorized as having a typical personality, with breeds such as the Golden Retriever actually being understood to be more hostile. Pit bull attacks have actually been on the decrease, considering that 1997. Another typical misperception bordering the pit bull is that the breed just is not safe around youngsters. Honestly speaking, no breed of dog or cat is completely safe around children if left unsupervised. But, while journalism highlights uncommon incidents of pit bull strikes upon kids, the truth remains that the type is totally secure around children if the complying with precautions are taken. All action in between youngsters as well as pit bull managed. All pet dog toys are first picked up. Enjoy exactly how kid deals with the pet dog. Teach canine standard obedience. Do not put the animal in situations it does not, such as manage all interaction. It is nothing except straightforward sound judgment to supervise a pet dog as well as a child playing together. As a matter of fact, the kid must never ever be left alone with the pet dog, period. This is specifically true with more youthful kids. Nearly every single recorded strike entailing a pit bull, or any kind of breed for that issue, and a child happened while the adult was absent. Get all animal toys. While a pit bull might have a far better personality than a golden retriever, it will have its limits. Pit bull, like any kind of pet dog, is most likely to be possessive of its playthings. While the pet proprietor can escape having fun with the toys, a child might be perceived as potential competition. And also, a pet dog toy is not going to be one of the most sanitary things for a youngster to play with, so it's just a great idea all the way around to pick up the pit bull's toys before enabling a child right into the area. See exactly how child interacts with pit bull. Much like any kind of canine, it is not uncommon for youngsters to be mean to dogs, as they often tend to punch and also pull on whatever they come into contact with throughout specific ages. The youngster must have standard regard for pet dogs, or else the pit bull is apt to nip at the child if it acts extremely aggressive towards it. Kid unfamiliar with canines or having a worry of pets ought to not under conditions be delegated have fun with a pit bull or any huge type for that issue. Educate pit bull basic obedience. A pit bull must have basic respect for the proprietor and also its wishes if it is to be controlled properly. If the canine has not learned to appreciate your authority as well as do things like remain on command or put down, then it must not be enabled around strange people, be they grown up or kid. A pet needs to be able to rest and allow itself to be pet by strangers if it is to be around kids, as well as any type of pit bull ought to be educated to lay down when they become also delighted. Without these standard commands and also fundamental regard for the owner, a pit bull, like any big breed, would be a responsibility around youngsters. Do not make canine uncomfortable. There will simply be some individuals that your pit bull might not like or fit around. While some owners can be lured to believe that completing the pet dog to communicate with the stranger will at some point make points all right, it sets the stage for a poor scenario. Pit bulls, like any kind of pet breed, are mainly instinctual. If a person makes them nervous for any type of factor, they are more probable to bite that individual out of worry. It is best to keep nervous pit bulls in their own area rather than force them to connect with people that they do not like for some reason. If these easy guidelines are abided by, a pit bull can be flawlessly risk-free around children. Being there to supervise the communication actually is one of the most essential points to keep in mind. You need to have the ability to inform if your canine is getting upset and also be there to remove him or her from the situation when that takes place. However, bear in mind equally, as the pet dog needs to be trained in basic obedience, the youngsters should be instructed to have respect for the pets also if both are to ever manage and play securely with each other.